and my question is to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy. How are homes, businesses and community groups embracing the opportunities of clean energy, and what obstacles stand in the way of that clean energy?
Call to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy.
Thanks very much, Mr Speaker. I thank my honourable friend for the question. And as the Prime Minister said, since yesterday's update, another 1,000 Australians have embraced the opportunity to reduce their bills and their emissions by installing a battery under the Albanese government's cheaper home batteries policy. So we're now at 44,895. But not just households, Mr Speaker. We call it the cheaper home batteries policy, but also applies to small businesses, to farms and to community groups. The member for Robertson knows that because he and I visited the Yamina Surf Lifesaving Club, which has a wonderful solar array and an excellent battery which has been installed with the help of the great company Resync, who have used the cheaper home batteries policy to donate more batteries to surf lifesaving clubs to reduce their bills and emissions and reduce their running costs, which is an excellent thing. It's a wonderful surf lifesaving club, Yamina, and it's great to see them reducing their emissions and bills. And not just community groups, as I said, small businesses and farmers. That's why rural uptake has been so good. And the cheaper home battery policy got a very good response this morning when I spoke at the Farming Forever National Summit organised by Farmers for Climate Change. 300 rural people and farmers there advocating. The Minister for Agriculture was there last night. The Assistant Minister has been there, and they were very pleased to hear that update this morning as well. Now, the member asked me about people who aren't embracing the opportunities, and of course they said opposite. We've seen another example this morning of the process that the opposition is undertaking. My shadow minister, the member for Wannon, was on ABC radio this morning. He was asked to give an update on the net zero review, and he said, look, we've always said it will take 9 to 12 months. We want to do it methodically. We want to make sure we get it right. There's no more important area for us to make sure we get it right. Now, it warms your heart to see such process, Mr Speaker, such diligence, such calm, methodical management. He said the review would take 12 months, that it would take a year. It didn't take an hour because 60 minutes later, Senator Canavan took to social media to announce, I'll be introducing a bill to repeal net zero in the Senate. So now we have 2 bills from the opposition, not 1 but 2 bills from the opposition to repeal net zero. The government has introduced 24 bills since the election to do things like lock-in penalty rates in law, to reduce HEX debt by 20% for cheaper medicines. But that's our priorities. Those opposite had the priorities of fighting themselves about who hates net zero the most, Mr Speaker. Whether Senator Canavan gets the limelight, or the member for New England or others, or the member for Canning, who are all in an arms race to show that they are more right-wing than the other one, Mr Speaker, to show that they are more out of touch in modern Australia, to show that they are more willing to ignore the opportunities for rural and regional Australia and for Australia to create jobs and investment and to ensure that our country seizes the economic opportunities, that is, action on climate change, doesn't ignore those opportunities like those did for a decade.